Alrighty, hey guys, what is up? It's a ManGamer49, and today I'm coming at you with another video. Today, as you can see from the gameplay right in front of you, we are playing the Black Ops 4 multiplayer beta. Right now, it was recently released for weekend 1, and I went ahead and played, a couple of my first few matches and stuff like that. I've already reached the level cap and all that sort of stuff, but that's not the point of today's video. As you guys see from the title, I'm going to be talking about the Ajax Specialist. So, let's go ahead and get started. So the first things that I wanted to go ahead and clarify for the Ajax Specialist is basically the two things that you see. I'm not going to be going too much into it because of course this is the beta, everything's going to be changing, but of course more or less the few concepts of Ajax will stay the same as soon as it's going to be released in the full game, being on October the 12th. But for now, of course, I wanted to go ahead and be talking about what Ajax can do and what are his pros and cons and stuff like that. How not really too much to the competitive side, but hopefully if I do get some input back from you guys, I can go ahead and update you as soon as possible. So without further ado, one of the two main things that Ajax does do is, of course, his special equipment is the 9-banger. Now, everyone knows what the 9-banger does. I'm pretty sure you guys have used it a few times in the lobbies before as well. You just go ahead and click it in your hands, charge it up, and you just throw that sucker as far as you can. One of the things that I have seen is that he does a little underhanded throw, so of course it's able to go farther. It's a little bit different from Battery's cluster grenade, which I know if you target it in one certain way, you're gonna have to either jump or target it higher if you want it to go farther. But luckily this one, wherever you aim, it does the underhand and it goes to a pretty safe distance, so you can go ahead and try to flash as many people as you can. It's a pretty cool feature that they added now, that you're going to be able to charge it up, and of course the more you charge it, you're able to keep flash the duration for even longer, and of course it just disorients people. Like one of the things that it is annoying is that you're not able to do anything else, you're just flash. Your hands, the character animation covers your face, so you're not able to see anything else. So that's one of the cool things about the 9-banger, but at the same time, hopefully they do change it up a bit, hopefully where it's not too powerful. I do think it is pretty well balanced in the game right now, so whatever they decide to do with it, it is still pretty good. You lose that functionality in your hand, so just make sure you be careful with that. Second thing I wanted to go ahead and talk about would be, of course, his shield, which is in case one of the most overpowered things that we have in the game so far right now. Of course it is the beta, as I mentioned before. Right now they're just testing out everything to see how it works out. But one of the things is that it gets to people a lot is basically how you can't even there's no way to actually challenge it when you think about it, because as you guys saw in the trailer, he took the ground pound from Ruin, so of course you're not going to be able to do much there. But at the same time, there's other ways that you can kind of counter it if you're going to be distracting it. One of the main things that I do see that usually gets to annoying people is when they're able to put the pistol into the little slot and of course just go on a rampage. I think I do have I remember for a few times myself, actually, I remember just going around the corner and I was just able to just go ahead and spray them down. It is one of the most OP things that you can do so far. Hopefully they do change it up to a bit, maybe even put it as slower, because it is limited in functionality. Like as soon as you put in your pistol, you're not able to crouch and you walk as slow, almost as slow as possible, so you're not able to just run around and just spray people down. And of course, as was being said, especially with the pistol, you're not able to run around with it and having the shield just blocking you. It does put the shield down sideways, so you're not able to just have that protecting you. It does protect a little bit of your lower bottom half, but other than that, you're still vulnerable to shoulder up headshots and shots like that. Okay, so one of the next things I wanted to talk about is the pros and cons of Ajax. So as you guys have seen, one of these pros is just basically defense. Like, you're gonna be able to defend an area as best as you can while also simultaneously going on the offense, picking off people who get too close. And that's one of the cool things that I think Treyarch has done to make it more innovative, just so you can go ahead and push the objectives. That being said, of course, while you're having that open, you're still able to run like normal if you did have the shield. But one of the few things that you want to go ahead and keep in mind, which is probably can be considered as a cons, is that you're slow while crouching or aiming with the weapon. As soon as I would suggest pulling it out as soon as you get on the objective, wherever you're going to be playing, whether it be like in this gameplay you see domination or hardpoint. As soon as you get on that objective and area, you go ahead and pull that out, just so you know you're going to be guaranteed protected from the front. And of course, if you got good teammates, they'll be watching your back. The only cons that I could go ahead and strew from this would be just the pistol, because I know it is a rapid fire. You're just going to be able to spray it. I've done that before. You just go ahead and put the pistol in the slot and just go ahead and start spraying, and it does quite a few damage. Now if they would be able to change that to a pistol, that would be able to balance it out just a bit more, because you're able to pick your shots. Like, you don't want to be going around just spamming everywhere. You're gonna have to wait until they get up close, and basically however fast your trigger finger is, or if they do put the fire rate cap on it, that'll be another thing to see. Another thing that they do have to work, I know as I mentioned it before, it is the beta. I'm just going to go ahead and just try to reiterate it as much as I can, is one of the ways how they're able to kill you. There have been countless times where they're able to just out juke me, especially having that having the shield in front of you, because sometimes it does make it difficult. So that is another good counterbalance. So it's pretty much a con. If you are in that locked mode, you're not going to be able to turn around and get kills or anything. You won't be able to turn. You got to make sure they're in front of you, or else they're just going to run around you and knife you or kill you on the quick. So that's another thing to be wary of. The only pros that I mentioned earlier, like I said, would just be the defense. You have the 9-banger. As soon as you pull out your shield, you 9-bang the area just so they wouldn't be able to push, and those few who still able to push, you go ahead and just defend yourself. So that is a really cool benefit of running Ajax. I do see this being used more in domination and hardpoint. I don't see it being too much of a going for kills, such as team deathmatch or even kill confirm that we had just recently. So honestly, it does seem like a pretty good balance how it is in the game right now, and hopefully they do just make a little bit more of those little adjustments just so it's not too annoying and not too terrible in the full game release. Overall, I think Ajax is one of the new things that Treyarch has done to be a little bit more creative, bringing a little bit more gameplay differences to their game that's coming. And I do hope that they continue just to innovate more. I can't wait to see what also they have in the customization features. Hopefully, customization is not too much, but hopefully there's at least some there. That would be good to see when the full game releases. And overall, it's a good new character that they introduced. They just need to go ahead and work out a little bit of those other kinks. And other than that, it'll be a nice plausible character to use, because I know some of the other ones are not too plausible at the moment. In case you want to use something else, the other ones are really plausible alternatives other than Ajax. But with a few more adjustments, of course, and use it for the right game mode here and there, you'll be all set. So I want to thank you guys again for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything I missed out, go ahead and let me know. I know this is a little bit of a new type of video that I am trying to explain to you guys. Something fairly simple, and I don't have to go too deep into it, because of course it is just the beta. But of course it is just going to be, you're going to see more of it in the future to come. So I want to thank you guys again for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.